the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance. Come on. We're gonna dance, have a good time, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Merry Christmas! Hi! It's time to go live, L-I-V-E live. Let's put the right camera on. There we go. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make it rotate all by itself. There we go. We've got a few people in here already. Happy Friday! Happy Friday! It's a new year. I think I did a show this year already. A surprise show, right? It wasn't the scheduled one, but this is really the first show of the year. So happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, everyone. Well, hello, New Year. How are you? It's 2021, the year of fun. I want to welcome everybody. Welcome you to the show. I just raised up the volume, just a little bit more to go. Whoa, I got it to rhyme. I'm surprised at myself. I got it to rhyme. I'm surprised at myself. I'm happy to see that there is, let me check real quick, hold on, 11 people in here and 6 thumbs up, 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 up. That's 6. Okay. Well, Christmas is coming in 51 weeks. Christmas is coming in 51 weeks. We only got 51 weeks to go. Merry, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hey guys, what are you doing? There is a whole bunch of stuff going on. First, we got the country going a little bonkers, but we're not going to touch that. That's like a hot potato. It takes me all the way back to the 60s when we had the Vietnam demonstrations and it was like crazy. So I'm going to keep my hands off of that topic. But on another topic, I did speak to Simon on the telephone and Liam on the telephone. Simon wasn't feeling too hot, so let me put my glasses on and see if he's in here tonight. I can't see the screen yet until I put this on. And who else? I spoke to Lewis on the phone, and his little puppy dog Coco did pass away. So let's keep Lewis in our prayers and his family. He's got a sister and he's got his girlfriend. And Coco passed away, I believe, yesterday at 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure it was. I think I spoke to him yesterday. So I know a lot of us did pray for Coco. So Coco is his dog. And of course, we have Osvaldo, who just recently had to put his dog to sleep too. So we got a lot of praying to do with everybody in here. But it's a new year, so let's have a new spirit. I think this year I'm going to keep all my Christmas decorations up. And I think I'm going to do it all year long. Yeah, well, I've done it since 2010. But hey, there's new people here that haven't been here before. So I think I'm going to keep the Christmas decorations up to keep the spirit up for the whole year long. We'll have a Christmas song in our hearts. And even other parts of the house. I'll keep the Christmas lights up. And you know what? You can too. Just to make it a year of a new beginning. Christmas lights to celebrate instead of for one day. The Christmas lights can be up 1 year to celebrate for a whole year of a new beginning for this country. And that's up to you, of course. Everybody can do as they please, but this is the Christmas room. So let's see what we got going on in here. We got 10 thumbs up. Boy, that changed pretty quick, huh? And we got 10 people in here. Every single person that's in here has put a thumbs up. Now that is very, very cool. So let's see. We got comments going here. You know, I packed up the M1 computer because I have a return. And I have another 4 days. So I need to make a video, and this is the return slip that I have to put on the box. But I reconnected everything up because I need to make a video. I've gotten a lot of questions. For me, it seems like it's kind of unusual. but I've gotten a lot of questions on the Ecamm software, which is the software that I'm using right now. So if it's black up here, see how the background is black? If it's black, that means I'm letting the computer rotate the cameras. Let me double check and make sure I did, because I kind of like took everything apart. Okay, everything is still in place. Okay, so if the thing here is in black, that means I have the auto rotation on, meaning the computer is going to switch it to the next camera in my list. And I did leave up the little timer. See the timer over here? Okay, see, that's basically, it's not for you. That's for me, so that I know when the camera is going to change to the next camera. So on this one, it's got, honestly, I have it so small, I can't tell. I can't even read it. So I did see it change cameras, all right? So I have that up there. I think I need to make that number a little bigger, because if I can't see it, there's no reason for that number to be there. Now, if I switch over and pick the camera myself, like that, okay, so now you see how it's red? That means it's not on the automatic rotation. It's not going to change. It's going to stay there for the rest of the night, unless I come in here and I pick another camera. I can go to the Nikon Z6, and I could stay there for as long as I would like to stay there. So now, if you see it black, I am now going to go into the camera rotation folder. All right. Now you notice how it's black? That means hands off. I can walk around and sing to you or do whatever it is that I want to do, and automatically in whatever number of seconds. I don't know how dumb I could be to make it so small. I think it says 41 seconds. Okay, I had to lean in to see that. So anyway, this computer is not staying. It's going back. I showed you the return receipt. So when I get the one that I'm going to keep in here, I'll set that up to either surprise me when it changes, or I will set it up so that I could see it bigger, which means you'll see it bigger. Okay, so as I started to say, we are on the Apple Silicon. We're on the Apple Silicon M1 computer. I packed it up, I got the label, and then I've got all these questions about the Ecamm. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? So I see, no hands, I didn't do it. It did it by itself. So I figured I'm going to make a video or two, and then pack it up real quick, and then get the computer in the mail and order the new one. In the meantime, I'll still have the 2017 iMac, which does okay, honestly. Doesn't do all that bad. So let's get to the important part of the night. That is you. Seriously, it is. So we've got Woody. Happy New Year, Peter, and everyone. Happy New Year, Woody. Thanks for being here for the whole cotton picking year. I started doing this in February, and most, if not all of you guys, have been here for the whole time. So that's one of the things that I can do, on this computer, is I can put your comments up there, which I absolutely love doing that part, because I can interact with Bob all I want now. Now, when it changes cameras, it's going to knock that comment off, because I don't know how to make it stay until I want to turn it off, or until it times out. So any camera change will knock it off. But Bob says, Merry Christmas, Peter. Thank you for being a bright spot in many people's Friday night. You are a national YouTube treasure. So is that what's wrong with this country, Bob? I didn't know what it was. It's me. It was me all the time. I didn't realize that. So thanks for coming in, Bob. Great talking to you last week on the phone. Woody, I didn't talk to you last week on the phone. David, though, I did talk to you last week on the phone. I think it was Saturday night, wasn't it? I changed it to, oh, that's the ZV-1. That's the little baby camera. So David says 8 minutes and 6 folks waiting. There we go. And here's my friend Lewis. Lewis, I talked to you yesterday, right? So Lewis, my condolences to you publicly. I know I was on the phone. I gave you my love on the phone and spoke with you. And I interrupted your dinner. I'm sorry for doing that. I'm very sorry for doing that. And we've prayed for Coco. I know I prayed for Coco. And we love you. We want you to know we love you. We know that you're in a lot of pain. But look you've got a good attitude going. He's going, Happy New Year. So Happy New Year. And our love is with you. Just take it one day at a time and just keep the Lord number one in your life. And the pain will ease off after a while. I promise you that. For me, it was a long while. Hopefully for you, because it was an orderly exit on Coco's part, where Jingles didn't exit in an orderly way. It made it a little rougher for my mental thinking and processes. So we love you, Lewis. You know we love you. We love you, we love you, we love you. Okay. Amber, there she is, the sweetheart of the evening. Hello, Peter and family. And she even puts a little heart. I've got Amber's heart. I left my heart in Amber's kitchen. Oh, that's not how the song goes. Hello, Peter, and you can put my family. It's your family too. So hello, Peter, and your family. So thanks for coming in and saying hello. I heard you got a G7. I was talking to Randy. That's a really nice camera. I'm jelly. I'm jelly that you've got the Panasonic G7. Those are getting harder to get because people are realizing what a good camera that is, so they're snapping them up now that they're cheap. Here's my buddy Lewis. Lewis, I got one question for you. How is Adrian? So Lewis is going, what? You're not going to ask me how I am? You want to know how Adrian is? Yeah. How is Adrian? So how are you, Lewis? Happy New Year. I don't know, are you going live at 12 tonight? If you do, then I'll make sure I'm off by that time. But if not, then that's fine. Because I think you're, Lewis, if you guys haven't watched him, I mean, from our show last week when we went to Lewis, it was his highest count ever. I think he got 15 or 16 people that went over there right off the bat, which gave him a good shot in the arm, which is what we want to do. So, hi, Lewis. David says, New Year's was so last week. I have to agree with you. David, you got it right on. New Year's was so last week. We're climbing that ladder to Christmas now. At least I am. All the way up to Christmas. And we got what? Only 38, 40, 42, 48, 49, 50, 51 weeks. So, hi, David, how are things in Glaucomora, in your case, in Virginia? Here's another Virginia boy. We got Tom. Tom, I think you're in Virginia. I know there's a bunch of you clustered, I know, in that area. So Woody's there, David's there. All the wonderful people are there. I swear, this music makes me miss December now. Well, every Friday, we get the music here. Every Thursday night and every Friday night, I get to watch Hallmark Channel, and on Friday night, I think PeterGregg goes on, but he's not as good as Tom. Tom Buck is just the top of the line. I love Tom. Thank you, Tom, for coming in. And hi to your wife. She's sitting there listening in the background because she knows a lot about what's going on, so that means she's got to be listening. So I haven't been on YouTube too much these last few days. I've been getting some stuff done and things prepared, especially with the house and stuff like that. And so I started watching night before last a few of the YouTube. So I got a lot to actually catch up on. And here's my buddy Lewis. Lewis says, thank you for calling me the other night. It's not easy. But you're right, Coco is with the Lord. L, capital L, Lord. Thank you. I'm not correcting you. Thank you for all your all the prayers for Coco. Really appreciate you so much. You think I could read English by now? I'll keep practicing. Okay, I'll keep practicing. So Lewis says, thank you for calling me the other night. It's not easy, but you're right. Coco is with the Lord. Thank you all for Coco's prayers. Really appreciate you so much. So, Lewis, we love you. That is the best medication when I went through what I did with jingles, there's so many people in here that had my back, so many people that were actually calling me, sending me messages, and that helped basically hold my hand and walk me through it. You know, I know it doesn't sound all that macho, but that's what happened. So I say thank you to everyone too. So we love you, Lewis, and we want you to know we love you. So Matt is in the house. This year is still quite new. It's still new. How many days have we had? Only 8 days. Where am I talking? Over here. I would love to have red lights on these cameras that would go on and off. But 8, I would look so professional, because as it would go from one camera to the other, I would just swoop over. And I would go like, boy, that guy is really good, you know. So anyway, thank you for being in here, Matt. Happy New Year to you, buddy. Directly from me to you. And Lewis, it says, hi, Peter. PeterGregg Live. Hi, Lewis. Well, I could say hi to you directly now. Hi, Lewis. How you doing, buddy? I hope you have a lot of things on your list to take care of. Lewis fixes iPhones and limited electronics. He's like one of those genius kind of guys. And that's what he does to help, you know, pay the rent, buy the food, you know. I'm sure there's a song about that. I just can't think of one right off the bat. So Lewis is saying hi to Tom Buck. Tom is awesome. There's no Tom more awesome than Tom. Tom is the most awesome Tom that there is. So David is saying hello to Woody. I was in the center of the universe today. I had to go 4 places before I found a bathroom. Oops, that would be bad. That would be bad. Like right now, I've thought about it. I try not to think about it, okay? Did I put my microphone on? Yeah, I do see it working. All right, it just popped into my head. If I had to go potty now, we'd be in a lot of trouble. I would probably put the music on and go and try to remember to turn the microphone off so you don't hear it. That, if you want to say, what's your most embarrassing moment? That's what we should have a show one night, but we're not going to do it impromptu, so this way I'll give you time to think. But the most embarrassing moments, that would be one of my most embarrassing moments. If I had to go potty and I left and I went and I forgot to turn this microphone off, and you hear washy, washy, washy in the new blue cheer. I'm washing my hands, folks. Matt is sending his love to Coco. Really, he is. There we go. Matt is sending his love to Coco. He's got the avatar with the tear there. Thank you for sending love to Lewis. Matt, you're pretty cool. You're a pretty cool guy, Matt. Yes, you are. So thank you. I'm sure he would say thank you. Woody says, Ashland is where I am from. Sorry I missed you. Did I miss? I don't remember that word back up here. Ashland. Center of the universe, but you didn't say Ashland. Phew. I thought I missed one of the messages here. So that's Woody with his beautiful bride, all aglow on the left side. And Lewis says, sorry for your loss. Lewis in Canada. Here's Ordinary Filmmaker. This is Simon. How you feeling, Simon? Happy Friday, my dear friends and everyone in the Christmas room. So I talked to Simon yesterday also on the phone, and I got to talk to Liam. Liam got Legos and more Legos. And then more Legos. And he also got dominoes. And I got a lesson on how to pronounce dominoes because I was clowning around. And I think Liam is, he's 6 years old, okay, just so you know who I'm talking about. He decided he was going to correct me and teach me how to say dominoes properly. So I don't think Liam is up. No, at 10:23, he's in bed snoring. He's sawing the wood. But anyway, my love to Liam. And I hope you're feeling better. I thought Simon was going to fall asleep on me while we were talking on the phone. So Lewis says hi to Woody. Woody, you awake? Lewis is saying hi to you. He wants to see how you are. So David says, sorry to hear about Coco. Well, I know you guys prayed over Coco, so I knew I had to share with you that Lewis in Canada is going through a couple of difficult days. Maybe you guys do prayers, might want to pray for him now. So Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, is saying hello to Simon, ordinary filmmaker. He will have, Simon will have a video up Saturday, a question and answer video. Lewis does his shows at night at 11:55. 5 minutes before the dawn of a new day on the calendar. So, ordinary filmmaker is saying hi to Mr. Camera Junkie. Won't be here long tonight. Not feeling too well. You're still under the blues, huh? Still under the blues. Well, an interesting thing, Simon. I haven't talked to Canon. I had so many connections at Canon, and they all kind of got fired or whatever happened, and I had no connections. And out of nowhere, I got 2 calls and 3 or 4 emails. What's up with that? What is Canon going to send me? Maybe Canon will send me the R5 and the R6. Might as well go for the gold, right? And we could put them up as guest cameras in here. Where will I put them? I think I'll take the A7C and put one of those, if they even send me one. I don't know if they're going to send me one or not. And so I don't know. I must have gotten on somebody's calendar. So Lewis is telling our good old buddy Simon. Lewis is going, feel better, Simon. He's going to send him up that coconut drink. That'll straighten you out. David says, Woody, I was in Richmond for a tooth extraction. Well, more happy news. And then the truck graveyard. Oh boy, you had a pretty full schedule going on there. We're on the A7C. Can you tell what camera I'm on? I don't know. Sometimes I want to make you guess, but I got the little sign up there. So, you know what? This Nikon Z6 really does good. Seriously. So Amber says, I think I'm going to pass up the live stream tonight. Just wanted to say hello. Love you, Peter. I love you, Amber. And I love you to all of my family. Well, if you need to go to bed, whoever needs to go to bed, go. I'll be here next Friday, God willing. Okay, and we don't know what'll happen within a week around this place anymore. So thank you for coming in. Tell Harry I say hello, Harry. And I hope you guys are doing well. And we all keep you in our prayers. And I'm pretty sure you keep us in our prayers. Your prayers, too. So Woody is talking to David. What did you photograph in Ashland today? I know where Asheville is. That would be in North Carolina, right? So Ashland, I'd have to look it up on the clock, except it's not a clock. I'd have to look it up on the map to see where Ashland is. So Mr. Camera says, showtime. That's probably, I'm all the way back there to when I went live. And what are we at now? 10:27. Wow. Woody, just looking for a bathroom as I drove north on I-95. Okay. I hope you found one. If you didn't, I wonder what that... No, he found a bathroom. Look who's here. My favorite Kippy. Good morning, Kippy. Good morning and good night to Peter. Y'all, I'm sorry to hear about Coco and all the other dogs that passed on too. Well, thank you, Kippy, for your prayers, and everybody for your prayers and your love. It hurts. You know, it's like a family member, and it hurts. So I'm glad that you guys are right there to encourage and love on the people that are actually hurting. So that's good. So how's your daughters doing? What's going on in Malaysia? It is 12 hours ahead, so it's 10:27 in the morning. It's pancake time, Saturday morning. I keep talking about pancakes every time I talk to you, Kip. So I bet you $1 to donuts you don't eat that many pancakes, right? Ah, that's good, strong water. It puts hair on your chest. It makes goosebumps on your arm. It's water. It's really water. when it's cold, it just has that refreshing taste. Here's Joe. Happy New Year, Joe. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Peter. Happy New Year. See, I'm ad-libbing for you guys sometimes. I know what you're wanting to say, so I know Joe wants to say hello to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Joe. Thank you for all the times you were with me last year, and here's to having wonderful times this year, too. So thanks for coming in, Joe. Kippy says Happy New Year. Happy New Year! Trying to imitate a comedian. I didn't do very good. So Happy New Year to you too, Kip. It's a new month. It's a new year. And on January 25th, we'll celebrate the first Christmas 25th of this year. So, but we still have a few days to go. It's January 8th. I thought it said June 8th. I'm going to go like, oh, was I sleeping? Here's Norm, the man with the voice. You know how many compliments I got on your voice, Norm? Seriously. People were going like, that Norm, he should be on the radio. I'm just going to answer now and go, he is. I did say you were on the radio. You're probably playing the radio. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, Norm. Thank you for your Merry Christmases here. I appreciate it. And Norm is saying, Greggies all around the world. There's a song, and I can't remember where it goes. Dot, dot, all around the world. Give it a beat. I can hear it in my mind, but it's not coming out my mouth. So Lewis is saying hello to his favorite Norm. And he's saying hello to his favorite Kip. And David is talking to Woody. Have you been to the truck graveyard? I think it's a fun place to photograph old rusty trucks. That would be a great, great outing. That's the ZV-1. That's a little 1-inch sensor. And this is the opposite end, where the ZV-1 is the smallest little tiny thing, and this is the top end, is the A7S3, although they do have the A9 series. So yeah, you can get like a really close-up. Always use the rule of thirds. So don't put it right in the center, but the lock where it's rusted and the rust is running down, and you put it over to the side of the image. And especially if it's like a gray truck or something, and that would look so cool. And then you get the rusted bumpers. I like close-ups because I don't know, it's kind of like a picture tells a story. So if I was going to do a wide angle at the graveyard, I'd have to have a focus point that I would want over to one side or the other, 2/3. So let's see, 2/3 would be here or here. So I was explaining 2/3 to someone today, the rule of thirds. So if you're going to do any kind of video or anything, and you bring your head down here where it's in the center. Now I look small, and I could actually be a 6'8" guy, if there is such a thing. Okay, but because I see a lot of people just put their face in the middle, it's not the proper way to frame. You bring it up on the rule of thirds. My eyes is on the rule of thirds. I've set it up for every camera, and then the rule of thirds, wrong hand. So the rule of thirds for here would be here, and let's adjust this hand. The rule of thirds would be here. Okay, so I would be here, all right, and there would be a whole bunch of stuff that would go here, or I would go over to this side. So by keeping the rule of thirds in photography and in video, it helps make things look good. So I do put myself in the center, but my eyes are on one of the 2/3. So the easy way to remember 2/3 is remember the game tic-tac-toe. You're going to put lines, 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 and then you put the X, upper right-hand corner. Okay, you won the game. Don't even have to go any further, all right, unless you slip up. So, and then you would be on one of the tic-tac-toe lines. And that is the rule of thirds. And you could easily put something like down in this corner. So for instance, if I was going to show you, my tape measure, my Stanley tape measure. Okay, so the proper way to place this to make it look halfway decent would be to put it like right around there. That's the line of 2/3. Okay, or I could put it up here, and it makes it look more interesting. Now, we don't have, this camera's crooked, isn't it? I could see from the blue lights that it seems to be running downhill. So, oops, nothing I can do now. Well, there is, but I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. So, that was David that inspired that. The Olympus is sitting right there. chances are when I have to send back the A7C, the Olympus is going to perch itself back up there until I get another guest camera, because the Sony A7C is a guest camera. I don't own that camera, so it can't stay. It goes back. But yep, and you know what camera I used the most over Christmas and New Year's was the Olympus. I got that baby sitting right there, and I got the 12 to 35 2.8 zoom lens on there. Never failed me one time. Focus every time. Video excellent. So Kippy says hi there to Lewis, and I'm guessing you're saying hello to both Lewises, right? Yeah, let's just do it that way. So David says, Matt, no, they just have new owners. No, I still own it. It's still right here. David Crook still called Olympus? I don't know. I think it's called Jiffy. Jiffy Lube. There we go. You know what Jiffy Lube? Anybody ever use Jiffy Lube? But it's not Jiffy. It's Jip. J-I-P. They jip you. Woody, did I leave you a phone message earlier after your live phone call in? I have no idea. If you called in on that number, I turn that number off when I'm not going to use it live or something. There's, it's a Magic Jack. If you guys know what that is, that's a service where you pay like for $60 or something for 5 years, and it plugs right into my Wi-Fi. And so this way I don't have to hear any of the advertisements, or whoever had it from before I had the number goes off. So if you left a phone message on there, I'll never get it. If you left a phone message on my regular phone, no, I didn't see anything on the voicemail. I'll check and see if it's kind of like remember the old style where it had a tape in it? Well, this one's digital, but it still blinks. So when I go in my bedroom, I can look and see if it's blinking, and I could start listening to a message, and if it's an advertisement, I just push the delete button. Otherwise, it's like everybody and his uncle wants to be calling me. So depending on what line. But no, I didn't get the message. What did you say? So I was looking for you to call in, because I would have said, Woody, you call in right now, and then you could call in. But and here's Raymond. How you doing, Raymond? I saw your new video. I even gave it a thumbs up. There was no views and no thumbs up when I saw it. So I saw it, I gave you a thumbs up, and I put a nice, sweet little comment for you. Don't want to get too mushy in writing. Over here, I love you, Raymond. You're awesome. You're my favorite Raymond in California. And I'm so happy when you're in the room. You've always been a good person that supports me, has got my back, and I just enjoy seeing you. Plus, you're our resident model. We don't have another model here, so you're the handsome, our resident handsome dude. And we all love you, and I love you, and I'm thankful for you being here. So happy New Year to you, Ray. I appreciate you. And if you guys haven't seen Ray's new video, I would go over and look for the real Raymond. There's his name right there. And he's going to tell you a little bit about what he's going to do for this year, and how somehow, I don't know why, you'd think maybe somebody was telling everybody in the world where he is, but that his second channel has now surpassed his first channel. So the second channel is now the A channel. So, and that's because probably most of you guys did that, because you went over there and you're showing him your love. And other people are, because YouTube is now showing his video more often, they're going like, this is a very cool guy. This is a good looking guy. He talks well. And Raymond does talk well. I mean, he does really good presentation. He's interesting to listen to. He could read you a book and you'd sit there and you'd listen to it. So that's my Raymond. He's mine. So that's Raymond and David. They said the cameras would still be Olympus and the company is OM Digital. Yeah, I'm going to make fun of them though. I'm just going to make fun of them. They were bought out by Jupe. something. So I think I read something like that. OM Digital. You notice that people buy a company. Now, what's the name? Seriously, I'm not joking. What is the name that actually commands respect and attention and is recognizable? The name is Olympus. Olympus. So what did they do? They're going to call the company OM Digital. So this is the mark or the sign that the people that are over there, they don't got the brains. They don't realize the value of what they have. Now, they must have just spent money to buy it, okay? They must have just spent money to buy Olympus. So the first thing they do is they take the name off the wall. Stupid. Sorry to talk like that. I hope there's no kids in here tonight. Same thing like they bought the Washington Bank. Forgot what it was called. Washington Mutual or something like that. First thing they did, they took the name down. It's been there for 100,000 years. The power is in the name. When I talk to David, it's David. Now, if David keeps changing his name, guess what? That branding for David Crooks doesn't stick. It's like new every time. So I'm kind of telling you and showing you that the people that bought Olympus, we got a little insight as to how smart they are, and they're not. They're not smart. They're dumb. D-U-M-B. I don't even know how to spell dumb. Dumbo the elephant. So Lewis says, Mr. Camera Junkie. Mr. Camera Junkie. Appreciate the condolences. Thank you, bro. I was going to get silly, but I changed my mind. Oh, Tom is in California. How are things in California? Still part of the United States over there? I know you got a few problems going on in California. So I kind of moved you, so let's put Tom back over in California. That would be that way for me. So, Tom Buck, if you guys haven't seen his channel, you're going to like his channel. I can't think of a single person in here that wouldn't like it. So we don't have a lot of people. We do have 21. That's higher than I thought. We're filling up the classroom. Can you bring in a few extra chairs? Yeah, we're at 21 now. We've only got like 24, 25 chairs. So if we go higher, just bring in a few chairs, okay? I'm joking. You realize that, right? We don't have chairs. Well, I do. I have my chair. The story chair. And I have Jingle Bell's chair right there. So Tom is in California. I like Arnold. Lewis says, Aiden is fine. I go live tomorrow night at 11:55. Oh, cool. Oh, and you're going live at 11:55. I'm thinking about Aiden. Lewis says, honestly, it's been a confusing day. I feel like she's still here. And it's so odd having so much time because I'm not taking care of Coco. I know. It's quite a feeling. So I'm just praying and letting God figure it out because it stings. You mean it hurts like hell? I know it does. So, and that's why I keep telling you, we love you, I love you, and that hopefully will ease the pain that you know people are there and they love you. So yeah, I still, when I kick in my bed, there he would sleep. My dog would sleep in the corner, Jingles. So I would know not to kick. So I still catch myself not kicking or man-spreading or anything and sliding my feet out to that corner of the bed because it would push him right off the edge. But we love you. We love you. Matt is talking to David. Okay, thank you. We got Miguel Roque. How are you doing? And he wrote something in Spanish. I know Dios is something about God. God is my... I don't know what that word is. Sorry, Miguel. But I see you got your wife with you. That's very nice. You've got a nice avatar. Thank you for coming in. You're in Puerto Rico. Okay, so when you see me talking to Mr. Camera Junkie, he's got his own channel here on YouTube, Miguel, and he's from Puerto Rico. He's here in the Miami area, but he's from Puerto Rico. So let's see if I got a Mr. Camera Junkie lately here. Here he is. Okay. That's Miguel. This is Mr. Camera Junkie. See, the first line is the name of the channel for YouTube, and the second line is the comment that he's making. So he's saying Aiden is fine. Aiden is his son, okay, and he's my friend. I make better friends with the kids. I think he's 5 years old or 6, somewhere in that area. And he's up north from me. I'm in Miami, Florida. So Mr. Camera Junkie is up in the Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale area. And Miguel and his wife, I'm guessing your wife lives with you, Miguel, right? is in Puerto Rico. Yep, that's a good place. A lot of people have moved there. And they had a very rough there with the hurricane. But welcome, Miguel. I welcome all the new people, and I tease you and make fun of you and make you laugh. And your better half is your wife, right? So put her a little bit more. She's a little bit better looking than you, Miguel. So, you know, you just a little bit. So maybe move her over, and maybe you can go off to at the edge. I'm causing fights now in Puerto Rico. I can hear them. No, I don't want to be pushed out of the picture. But she's prettier than you. What can I tell you? Oh, there you are. Okay, got to remember what camera I'm on. So Norm says hello to Louis, and he's sorry, and he's expressing his condolences about Coco. And thank you, Norm. And here's my friend Charles. Charles says hello to Peter. Hi, Charles. How are you doing? And he's saying hi to Louis. And then Louis is saying, thank you so much, Norm. Coco had a long fight with cancer, and I'm glad she's resting now. She could not be saved, but she left peacefully, and I am beyond grateful. God is the greatest. That's a good testimony, Louis. You keep your faith up, because that'll help you with the pain as you go and think that Coco should be here, should be there, and you miss her. And then just remember, we love you too, all of us. There's so many people coming in to say hello to you and give you their condolences, their sympathies, and all that means they're giving you their love. That's what that means. So Louis is saying hi to Dr. Charles Richard, and Tom is going, it's always heartbreaking, but I hope you're doing okay. I'm glad Coco had such a loving family, and that's a wonderful thing. And they are a loving family. When I called and spoke with Louis, his sister, and she's a teacher and at the school system, and his girlfriend, and I don't know what Pauline does. Pauline, I think, is the correct name for his girlfriend. So there's Tom. It is heartbreaking. You're right, Tom. It's heartbreaking. I have to make sure if I start thinking too much about jingle bells, that I change the subject inside my own mind. Wait, I have to change the subject. So, Louis, cameras make me happy, Peter. Why would someone pick an A7C over the A7S3 other than it's half the price? You got it right. So, if it wasn't pertaining to the price, that would be the number one factor of the A7 S3 being the top camera, but everybody just can't go plunk down $3,500, $3,600. So at $1,700, and that's now that the camera just came out. You give it a half a year, and that $1,700 will break, and it'll get lower, just like the A7 III, the A7 Mark III, the A73. Now you can get them for like $1,500, $1,600 if you're a good shopper. But the A7C is a superior camera, in my opinion, my humble opinion, to the A73. David says, Ashland has a sign on it. It is the center of the universe. Not sure why. Marketing. It's all about marketing. If I put a sign that this is the North Pole. Oh, guess what? My brother gave me access as my Christmas present to his Netflix, and I found the coolest movie over there. I've watched it 4 times, and it's got a sequel. It's called The Christmas Chronicles. It's only available on Netflix that I know of. Okay, it's a Netflix production, or it's a Netflix, I don't know, they own it, I guess. So I saw it the first time at my brother's house on Christmas, and I said, wow, but there's so much noise with all the kids. So when I got here, of course I signed in with the password and the email and all that kind of stuff, and I went and watched it. I would have watched it the next day, but what was it? I came and I did the live show the next day. Otherwise, I would have immediately watched it the next day. So then I watched it. So I saw it for the second time. Then I've seen it for the third time. Then I watched Christmas Chronicles 2. I can highly recommend the movie. It is well done. It's not childish, but it's got comedy-ish type stuff in there. There's some heartfelt emotions, like this boy needs his dad, but his dad died. So Santa kind of like stepped in and straightened the kid's ASS out. Okay? And then, they become buddies, of course. Wouldn't you like to be buddies with Santa? So anyway, that's the Christmas Chronicles. Then Christmas Chronicles 2 is the continuation. So I don't want to, ruin it for anybody. So I'm not going to tell you much of the story. But Santa wins in the end. He doesn't die. He doesn't get killed. He doesn't get run over by a Mack truck. Oh, Peter, too much information. There's no Mack truck that I could think of in that movie. So here's Randy. He's saying sorry about Coco. Randy just sent me a picture of one of his dogs. His name is Buddy. And Randy did a really nice job of taking that picture. It's not in this computer. So otherwise I'd show it to you. I'd show it to you pronto, but it's not in this computer. So, but I can tell you it was a really good picture. You did a good job on that one, Randy. So that was Buddy. Golden hair. The lighting was perfect. The dog's ears perked up a little bit. Both of the eyes are open. So it's one of those where you're in the right place at the right time. So Lewis says, thank you so much to Tom, I'm sorry. And I love your videos. Tom, you got somebody that loves your videos besides me. I love your videos. It means a lot. I love your videos. I've been dreading the day. It was our first, Coco is our first dog and the best day ever because she's above, but the worst day ever because she left, obviously. Thank you for the love. And Tom, did I ever mention that Tom is like enthusiastic? Why can't I get this to come up? Look at Tom's avatar. The man is like ready to pop through the screen right at you if I can get on the right camera, okay? And just share his joy with you. And that man is just full of joy, enthusiasm, love. He's got a bubbly character, a happy face. So I'm giving you a build-up here, Tom. So Tom says we lost ours last March and it still hurts. We're thinking of you. Yes, thank you for everybody showing how wonderful you people are. And Phil Thatch, have I talked to you before, Phil? Hi, Woody. I don't know if I pronounced Thatch right, but I'm thinking that's how you would say it, Phil Thatch. Or it could be Phil Thack, or it could be Phil Tack, or it could be Phil Thatch. God bless you. I'm just making fun of you. Wait, let me look at your avatar. I bet you I can make fun of your avatar. Look at the guy. He's got glasses on. He's Mr. Cool. You are looking at Mr. Cool. Mr. Phil Thatch is Mr. Cool. And he's saying hello to wait. Phil, you're not saying hello to me? You're not saying hello to me? I've been waiting all night, all year for you to come in, Phil. So hello to you. We love you. Thank you for coming in and being in. Obviously, you know Woody. And if you don't, Woody, somebody is saying hello to you. Wake up. Wake up. I know I got a beeper thing here someplace, but I lost. Oh, here it is. All right, everybody, hold your ears. Hold your ears. I'm not kidding. That's to wake you up, Woody. So Phil is saying hello to you, Woody. And Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, is saying hello to Randy. Randy, are you awake? Do I have to use the horn? Don't you go falling asleep over there. So Phil says the Z6 looks great. Got to do it like Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger. The Z6 looks great. I don't sound like Tony the Tiger, do I? Don't tell anyone, though. Why not? I'm proud of that camera. I got that camera for, I think, $1,650 with the adapter for the lens. You can put all your Nikon lenses, your old Nikon lenses on with this adapter, and it's a really good working adapter, meaning it's seamless. It works really well. You can hear the old lenses hunting in the motors because the motors are not updated, so you can actually hear them compared to the new ones. But the Nikon, actually I think the Nikon makes me look actually my best of all the cameras in here. I look younger, my face is smoother, I look sexier, my hair is even combed on the Nikon. You know, I'm doing a lot of BS, right, Phil? So thank you for commenting on the Z6. Wait till we get to the ZV-1. See how I have a nice depth of field here now? It's because I'm using the 50mm G lens, which is an old lens. Okay, if I get near it, I can hear it focusing. So I'm using the 50mm at 1.4, but that's on a full frame sensor. And if I walk around, the Z6 follows me very well. If I come over here, it focuses on me. So when they put up that firmware 3.0, it made the Z6 a brand spanking new camera. Because I bought the Z6 when it came out in 2018. And the focus kept failing me in this room. So I sent it back. Bye-bye. Okay. And then a friend of mine, whose name is Peter, up in the Boston area, said, you got to try the Z6. I said, I did. I owned it. I sent it back. I couldn't get it to follow me from here all the way back to here. I have a walk of focus, which I haven't done in a while. Okay, and it follows me when I come back here, and I walk up this side of the room, and it follows me. I even turn so that my face is not in the picture, and then I turn back, and guess what? With the firmware 3.0, it's like, wowzer, this camera is amazing, except I'm on this camera now. The focus on this camera is awesome. All the cameras in here focus very well, except for the GH4. So where is that GH4? I don't have it in the loop. So David is telling me Ashland is the city, Ashland, Virginia. I'll look it up on the map. So look who's here, Aaron. Aaron is another guy. He's got his own channel, plays the guitar, and he does concerts of him singing, and he has guests, and does a really good job. And you changed your avatar. I can't see it too well from here, but I see a lot more blue, and actually even looks a little lavenderish light in the bottom part. So you updated your avatar. Very good, Aaron. New year, new avatar. Tell your wife I said hello, and he's saying hi to Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie. And Woody is going, David Crooks, I have not been to the truck graveyard. Where is it? Well, I can even tell you that, Woody. It's in Ashland, Virginia. I've been paying attention. So you got to look and see where Ashland is. Or it's between wherever David is and Ashland, because he went to Ashland and then he went to the truck graveyard. Aaron says, I have a great face for radio, Peter. That's a good one. Aaron, that's a good one. He's not a fan of the fan. Yes, you don't hear no fans in here. Well, I have the air conditioner on, so you can hear the air conditioner, but I'm not turning the AC off. Just, you know, I get to put my comments on here, so I get to have my AC on. So David says to Woody, it's near Columbia, Virginia, on 2 Duncan Store Road. Okay, now we all know where it is. I'm just getting the bench. I've been moving stuff around and cleaning and all that kind of stuff, so I feel a little sore in areas that I shouldn't be sore in. So that was Woody giving us directions to the truck graveyard. Randy is in the house. Hello, Lewis. He's saying hello to Lewis. And then he's saying hello to everybody. And I bet you guys can't guess where Miguel is. Okay? We have no idea where Miguel is or his wife. They went missing. But wait a minute. I'm getting radar. I'm getting a message from God. Hello? How many of you guys have gotten a message from God? How many of you can say, well, I've gotten a prophecy from God? Who can say, oh, God spoke to me? God is telling me through my eyes that Miguel is, where is he? I'm thinking really hard. God's got a very still, soft voice. He's in Puerto Rico, arriba. So that's where he is. So I won't forget it, Miguel, okay? I know you're in Puerto Rico. You have to talk to Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie. He's going to be on tomorrow night at, I think he said 11:55. If not, look through the comments. You can scroll the comments up and down. So find near the beginning of the show where he said what timing. That's a Hershey's Kiss. For all of you guys that want to know, what did you stick in your mouth? Nothing. Nothing at all. So Lewis goes, oh my goodness, last March. Tom, my heart goes out to you. How are you able to get through? Because I'm having a difficult time. I'm not eating properly. My head isn't working right. But I'm trying. How do you navigate through it? Like I haven't even told anyone besides you guys about it. Well, sharing is a good thing because people will try to console you. But I can tell you from first-hand experience, when they start putting different kinds of theologies on you about Coco, God gave you 2 ears. In one ear, out the other. You have your own belief system, stick with it. By the way, the Hershey's Kiss is pretty good. Lewis says, hi, Aaron, of Aaron Short Music. It makes me sad when it's brought up, but talking about the good memories makes me happy. I can say that's true, Lewis. So Aaron is asking Lewis here in Hollywood, Mr. Camera Junkie, when is your show? I've seen you commenting on his show. How can you not know? Is it on Friday or Saturday? It's on tomorrow. So it's on tomorrow at 11:55. Just remember midnight. He starts it early, so it'll cross over into the next day. Oh, Lewis, we got 1 seat sold for tomorrow night's show. Save me a seat. All right, we got 1 seat sold on Lewis's show for tomorrow night. Mr. Camera Junkie's show. And here's Mr. Camera Junkie, in case you don't know where. You look up Mr. Camera Junkie, and he's on tomorrow night at 11:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, Miami time. So Randy's talking to Lewis. Do you have any pictures of Coco? Put it up on the Facebook group. That's a good idea. Put pictures of Coco on the Facebook group. As a matter of fact, Randy, that really nice picture that you sent me, plus the others, there was one that was totally outstanding. Put them up on the Facebook group because the picture impressed me. It was very good. We should actually start the picture contest. Maybe give it a little more time because I don't know if everybody has a pet. And maybe the topic would be either pets, but if a person doesn't have it, how about animals? Okay, so people can take a picture of some type of an animal and we can have our contest. So let's do that. All right, so not next Friday night, but the Friday after the next. That'll give you guys 2 weeks because I know we've got January started and the schedules are going up. So we'll have a photo contest. The winner gets a pat on the back and everybody goes, good boy, attaboy. That's what the winner gets. And it'll be an animal, preferably your pet, but it doesn't have to be your pet. Okay, but keep it within reason. I don't want to see a monkey's butt. If it's red, I don't want to see it. So let's start the contest for, what will be the date? Let me look it up on the calendar here. So today is the 8th, on the 22nd. All right, so Friday the 22nd, the good Lord willing, would give everybody here 2 weeks. You enter the contest by submitting your picture on Peter, oh my God, what's the name of it? PeterGregg Facebook group. No, it's PeterGregg. Jeez, it's in the description below. Okay, it's PeterGregg Live Group. That's what it is. So you have to be a member, and I did that on purpose so that people feel free to paste their pictures, and it doesn't expose them to everybody in case they put up anything private. So I'm thinking of Woody right now. He's got the little lambs that his grandson saved the life of the little lamb or whatever that animal was. It was adorable. Got away from its parent. And so 2 weeks from tonight, we'll go through the pictures and pick out a winner. A wiener. We'll pick out which one of you guys is the wiener. So that started with Randy saying, put any pictures of Coco up. Okay, make sure you tell me when you guys post if a picture is for the contest so that I know, because I'll pull it down and put it in my hard drive so that when we go through it here, I can look at it. So there's people that just post pictures and I'm not aware that it's for the contest. So say this is a contest entry and you can enter up to 3. 1, 2, 3 pictures. Okay. So thanks, Randy. We got the contest going for the beginning of the year. Okay, so Lewis is saying, you got this, Aaron? Aaron is going ZV-1. Yeah, I know. It's your favorite camera, Aaron. The ZV-1. Imagine that. I'm on the Z6. So after the Z6, okay, I don't know which camera is up, but the ZV-1's coming up in the next camera or two. You can see the timer up here, right there. Right there. Okay, so this is the A7C. After the A7C, I think will be the ZV-1, so you could see it. So she's been running since 10 o'clock. If one before that, we're an hour and 13 minutes. So I was up for, everything was on like from 9:30. So it seems to be doing just fine. Doesn't have as great of a depth of field, but some people do want to see, some in different parts of the room. So on this camera, it lets them see it. Now this stream, if I'm not mistaken, is running at 4K. So all the cameras are running at 4K. I'm uploading the stream in 4K, except for the ZV-1. The ZV-1 is uploading in 1080. And you go, Peter, why? Why do you have the ZV-1 running in 1080 and all the other cameras are running in 4K? Well, the reason is, because I got 4 slots on this guy. Which camera am I on? Okay, I got 4 slots on this one. See the 4 slots? That's a card. And that card is plugged into a box, which is a PCI Express box. And I got 4 cameras using the HDMI that's being plugged in directly, specifically to one of the 4 slots. And then that card is in a box called the Sonnet, S-O-N-N-E-T. That Sonnet is a box that takes PCI Express cards. The one that I own, you could put 3, but they have one that takes 1 and they have one that takes 3. And then from there, it connects to the Mac Mini Silicon through the Thunderbolt connection. So the path is camera, HDMI cord to that card, the PCI Express card, which is a Blackmagic quad card. It takes 4 cameras. That card is in the Sonnet box. That Sonnet box is directly connected to the Thunderbolt connection on the Mac Mini, the Silicon Mac Mini. Okay, so that's the path for the cameras. Now I have more cameras than those 4. So I also have this, which is the ATM Mini. Now the ATM Mini is also connected to the computer, but its own connection. It's got nothing to do with the 4K cameras. They never meet, they never say hello, they never get a hotel room, get a room, you know, that kind of thing. They never see each other, all right? And that is connected into the USB from the ATM Mini, which means I can add 4 more cameras. And one of those is the ZV-1, which you'll see after a few seconds. It'll be going over from here to the ZV-1. So the ZV-1 is running at 1080 because the ATM Mini box only runs at 1080 60p. Well, I shouldn't say only, it can go below, but that's the highest it'll go. It won't go 4K. All right, so that camera is running in at 1080. I think I got it set to 60p or 30p. I'll have to go look and see where my P is set. So that is the path. Now, the reason I went through all that is I don't know where people are watching, but I'm getting weird questions like I didn't explain that correctly. So I hope I just explained it correctly. You guys can kind of grade me, especially you guys that are teachers. So there's 2 paths going into the Mac Mini Silicon M1 computer. 2 camera paths, okay? One of them is this card, which obviously, whoops, I cannot put directly into the Mac Mini because the Mac Mini has no slots. So I have to use a third-party box designed for that. That's called Sonnet. And that has a Thunderbolt connection. So that's one path, path 1, okay? Now what about the other cameras that are not on that card that I just showed you? They go through the ATM Mini. That's the second path. Its own path completely. That path is not a 4K path, it's a 1080 path. And I can put 4 cameras there. And I can switch cameras. Okay, now I happen to only have 1 camera there, but I can add I can put the Olympus on there. I have a Canon M6 Mark II, so I can put 3 cameras on the ATM Mini, and they would be running at 1080, where the first 4 cameras are on the Blackmagic card. Getting myself confused. Golly gee whiz. No wonder people are asking me questions. I'm going to have to figure out how to explain this better. So Woody says, I called the number you had on the screen. I don't have your other phone number. So if you call the number that you have on the screen, it's gone into La La Land. So I have not gotten it. Okay, so I won't look for anything anywhere else. But you have my email. That's the best way to do it. Okay, because I'm running all over the place, all over the house and the yard. So the phone is not the best way to connect up. So that's Woody. Woody. Tell Luke Peter says, Happy New Year, that I love him. I love the fact that he's got a heart to care and love about animals when they're in trouble. That says a lot about Luke right there. So Happy New Year to Luke. Jeff, Peter, how would you light a subject on video who has big bags or circles or a chicken neck under their eyes so it doesn't show as much? Light above, below, to the side. I'm asking for a friend. A friend wants to know, how do you light somebody that's got big, dark circles under their eyes? Okay. It made me laugh. You made me laugh. Jeff, welcome. Welcome, Jeff. I like your avatar. It looks to me like a big J. I could be mistaken. It could be an upside-down candy cane. I'm not sure. I guess the guys here will have to help me on that one, because I'm not sure if that's an upside-down candy cane, because your name is Jeff B. So I would think there'd be a B in there. I don't know where the J comes from. I can't imagine where the J comes from. But it's either maybe Jesus. Maybe you love Jesus and you want your avatar to be J for Jesus. Okay, so how about the lighting that I'm using now? Okay, you got lighting that comes straight on, and then you've got lighting that comes mostly from one side, and then you have a little bitty fill light on the other side. So if you want to reduce the bags, okay, the light should be about, they call that raccoon eyes, okay? So if you want to reduce that, the light should be like at a 45 to your left or to your right, or in this case, I'm using flat lighting. So I'm using two lights, one at a 45 to my left and one at a 45-degree angle, to speak English, to my right, okay? Here's my eyes. So the lights are up at a 45 upward also. So we got a lot of 45s going on here. Anybody got a 45? 45 caliber? So we got that going, but because I'm using two of them, it's flat lighting. So you don't see a dark side, because people try to get artsy and they make it like one main light, which is called the key light, to one side, and then they have a fill light to the other side. And then in my case, I have lighting behind me too. Does it see how my hair lights up a little bit? I'm not an angel. I know you probably think I'm an angel, but I'm not an angel. There's actually a hair light above me, and guess what? It's 45 degrees behind me. So everything is running at a 45, okay? So that's how I would light the big baggy eyes, with flat lighting rather than the artsy lighting where you try to light up one side or the other. Okay, so now you go, well, yeah, but Peter, nobody's rich like you, where you have a gazillion dollars and can buy all these lighting. This lighting set was $79.95 with the light bulbs from Amazon. I think they raised it for Christmas to $120 or $119, but that gives me two soft boxes, two light bulbs, and two light stands. Woo-hoo-hoo! What a Christmas bonanza! So I get two soft boxes, two light stands, and two light bulbs. But I didn't use the light bulbs that they gave me for free. And the reason that I didn't, Jeff, is because of this tree right here. So this tree has Christmas lights on it, okay? And the color temperature of these lights is about 27, let's get over so you can see me, is about 2,700 degrees Kelvin. All right, so if I use the lights that they gave me for free, those are 5,000 Kelvin. So the tree would start to look gold. Wouldn't start to look gold, it would look gold, okay? Because I would have to light up for white balance for my face. Where am I? Now I can go back over here, okay? So what I did is I put 2700K bulbs. So now I have two lighting setups that are the same. One is for when I'm over here, okay? Front lights. You can get a ring light. I personally do not like ring lights, but that's my own opinion. But there's people that like to use them. But to me, it's too soap opera-y. I want to look more like a movie, but not quite. You know, like the Christmas Chronicles. The lighting in the Christmas Chronicles is awesome. So we have this lighting, and I've got a hair light. Now watch what happens when I move. I'm going to change Magic. I'm going to twitch my nose. Tink, tink, tink. No, it's all set up. All right. I'm going to move back, and then the hair light, you can see me going under it, now becomes the main light. And then I have another hair light back there by the tree. So if I'm over here, I have the same lighting as when I'm standing up at the Christmas desk. So I'm at the story chair here where I tell stories to kids. So when I sit here, if I get onto the right camera, you'll see me. There we go. All right, so this is the ZB1. There's not a lot of depth of field here, so you can see everything. You can see the piano. Okay, so this lighting here is completely independent of the front lighting. All right, but the front lighting is probably adding a little bit of fill, but it's not all that prominent. So I've got a single light now. It's a little bit off to the side, but then so is the camera. Okay, so between the camera and me is kind of like the light. All right, and then above my hair, see how my hair is white? All right, so there's another light there. So if you've been paying attention, how many lights do I have that's operating in the room right now that are not Christmas lights or other lights or the lights in the tree? I mean, I'm talking about soft boxes. Okay, so right now I'm in a setup where it's two. One in front of me, one behind me. So the front one is actually coming down and giving me a front light. Okay, so I'm not that close, so you can't really critique it that much. But when I move from this spot and I go to this spot, okay, which is where the Christmas desk is, I call this desk the Christmas desk. This is Christmas 24/7, 365, by the way. All right, so now, same lighting setup. It's a flat lighting on my face, and I got a hair light. And you can see the hair light, which shoulder? That shoulder. Actually, both of them. I can see my shoulders just a little bit more lit up. Okay, so that's how the lighting is running. And now, you can determine if you like this or not. It doesn't get any better. Okay, you can go high and come down, but you'll get raccoon eyes. So those bags will go into darkness, but it doesn't flatter you. It's not going to make you look good. So you're better off with flat lighting. You want to know where the best lighting is in your house? Go to the front door of your house, as long as you're not in an indoor apartment that can go outdoors, and open that door and stand in that threshold. That's the best lighting in your house, as long as the sun's not hitting you head on. Okay? I have taken many portrait sessions by putting the chair right inside the front door, opening my front door, and having I turn the chair, okay, and whether it's a guy or a gal, I have them put their leg up over the arm, or I have them stand up, and do this kind of a thing where they're looking directly at, and that lighting would be similar to what it is here. Then that's where your skill comes in. Now, how are you going to light up the dark part inside of the house? Okay, so that is a class all by itself. So that's your answer there, Jeff. That's your answer, Jeff. Here's Mario. Hi, Mario. Happy New Year to you. And Mario is giving his condolences to Louis for the loss of Coco. Thank you, Mario. You're a sweetheart. I don't believe all that stuff I read about you, Mario. He's a real sweetheart. Thank you, Mario, for coming in. Happy New Year, bud. So Phil says, when I was a kid, my grandmother had a spinning tree like the one to your right. It was green, though, not white. Well, right now you could see the white one. Bing! And you could see a green one right there. That one doesn't spin. My mother made, come on. There we go. My mother made this one. This one we bought at Costco or Walgreens or something like that. So that is a turntable, Phil. And it goes around and I control the speed. I have it just slow. So, people like to kind of like examine your set and they kind of start looking around. Oh, I see the red box up on the piano. I see the piano. What's that bottle? That bottle has history, And on the other side is, oh, there's a big tree. And now when I go here, what's that sparkly thing? So I got all kinds of little cool things for people to see, and I just build up on it. So now that Christmas is over, I need some bigger balls. No, don't take it there with your mind. Okay? Everybody's going to start typing. See, you don't see, the only ones that you see is the really big ones. So I need to find these that are on sale. Because I got balls all through this tree. This here, there. You don't see them. Now, this one you could see. Okay? That one you could see. That one's a little on the good size. So I need to find those, I don't know if they have a special name, but like oversized ornaments. Because that's what's going to show up on this tree for this set. I have to go with what I got happening in this room. So thank you for noticing my little spinning tree. From the camera that you got now, you only see the white one. You don't see the green one. And the green one is, if I don't fall over, the green one is not spinning. It's stationary. But that was, my mother made that in ceramics. They used to have a ceramic store like 4 miles, somewhere in there from here. And my mother would go there and make all kinds of neat things. I thought it was pretty cool too. She really got into it. I guess I take after her. I got into the cameras. So Lewis, Camera Junkie, says hi to Mario. Phil says, I agree about changing I never said you had to change your name. No. Actually, it was a lot of fun for me with your name. Now, do you have a YouTube channel? If you have a YouTube channel, let me know. It won't let you put a link in there. I have that turned off just for safety's sake. But you can join PeterGregg Live Group with the word group on it on Facebook. And you have to apply for authorization. And I'll recognize your name. And then you can post pictures. You can even post that you have a channel and what the name of the channel is. Okay, so I believe in helping other channels. Doesn't matter if you're huge or small. Either way, Mario says, hi, Mr. Camera Junkie. Hi to you all. Woody says, as far as company names go, I retired from Swedish Match NA. Any idea what I sold for 30 years? Swedish Match. Well, I guess the top right off the, what do they call that, low-hanging fruit would be the type of company that matches people together. But for 30 years? I don't think they had that 30 years ago. That would be 2000, 1990. They might have had a dating service. So you sold people. You sold people for 30 years. Is that what you did? No. But that would be interesting to know what Swedish Match. Could it be as simple as obvious as that they made matches? Like matchbooks? Customized matchbooks? Is it that obvious? I would really chuckle if that's true. But it makes sense. Swedish Match. What was the biggest thing to come out of Sweden? ABBA! ABBA was the biggest export out of Sweden, I do believe, for many, many years. Randy, I definitely can. I think I still need to get in that Facebook. You're not in that Facebook? I am shocked, Lewis. I am super shocked. You'll be talking to those guys every day. I know, you're very super friendly. And they'll be talking to you. Lewis says, I'm always catching myself wanting to feed Coco or step over her or remember to take her out. It's a reflex, exactly. All the kind comments make my day. Thank you, everybody. And again, we love you, Lewis. We love you, love you, love you. Really genuine, and it shows. It puts a smile on my face. And Lewis in Fort Lauderdale is saying prayers for Lewis in Canada. We got 2 Lewises in here. So Mario says, hi, Peter. Sorry I'm late. I was watching reruns of Family Feud. Family Feud. You're on the, what's the channel? The Game Channel. I love watching, what it says, Nana Miami. Oh, Nana Mammy. Okay, I don't know that show. However, Family Feud bloopers. If you get depressed, not you, Lewis, unless you want to laugh, watch the Family Feud bloopers. Oh my God, it's the type of thing you're going to binge on. You're just going to binge. So here's Anthony. The last time I saw you was last year, Anthony. I saw you last year. Wait a minute. I jumped over Randy. He's talking to Lewis. I just posted my Yorkie there. It's nice going to a Facebook group and visiting your friends and seeing family pictures. All of you guys. Lewis, get your ASS in there, dude. You're Mr. Friendly. So you need to be in there sharing, and not just with me, with everybody else. So now I was with Anthony. Hi, Peter and friends. Anthony, don't go away. Hello, Peter and friends. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year to you, your family, your daughters, your son, your pets, your vegetables. He grows vegetables on his property, and boy, are they good-looking vegetables. Here's Scotty. Hi, Scotty. Where you been, dude? Happy Friday, Peter and all friends. I don't know why, but this just reminded me. When you're looking at the comments on the side, if you see a wrench next to your name, when Lewis was bombed, what was it, Lewis, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and these nasty people came in, I would have a hard time figuring out how to go taking that out. So all of you guys that have a wrench next to your name, I didn't pick you by favorites or anything, so nobody get upset. It was just whoever was in front of me, I just marked you guys all off as moderators. So no monkey business with each other with the moderating. But if somebody does come in and bomb us, any one of you that has a wrench can go and do whatever. I've never had to do it myself. Can take them out. So look next to your name, like Scott Rogers, and next to it in the chat, if you see, it looks like a hammer or a wrench or something, if you see that there, I turned on where you're a moderator. So I cannot do that while I'm live streaming, okay? So that's why I had to do it after I signed off one night, and whoever had just talked, I just boom, 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 boom. I turned them on for moderators. So I'm just hoping one of you are available if we get the nasties. And there are. Then don't get upset. When people do that, don't get upset. There's no reason to get upset. There's some really a-holes out there. And that's just their job in life to be that. Okay? They get their giggles out of doing that. So, that's why I turned it on. Especially when I get into the Christianity. On the other channel that I have, GodTubing, that's where I get the nastiest comments. Unbelievable. So if they attack me physically, like you're so fat, you look old, they call me all kinds of names, I got this chicken thing here, that gets barred, or whatever you do. But if they don't agree with me, cut them a little slack. It's okay not to agree with me. Okay? No, it's like I'm not the kind of guy where everybody has to agree with me. But if they get condemning towards any of my people, I call it my people, my family, okay, they're out. Okay, they can attack me, but not the family. Okay, and so I'm just giving you the rules so you know on what basis. So if they're going like, I don't agree with you, I don't like your way you're thinking or something like that, that's okay. If they go, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're retarded, that's not okay. That's a personal attack. I'm not attacking anybody personally, so I don't expect to get attacked back personally. Okay, so I'm just saying, be sweet, but have a firm hand at the same time. So that was brought on by Scotty. Okay, happy Friday, Peter and all friends. Hi, Scotty. I love you, dude. How are you doing? It's good to see you in here. I don't think I saw you on the New Year's one, which was the day after New Year's. We had a call-in show, and if I saw your name, I would have pushed you to call me, okay? But I didn't. So I'm glad to see you this week. I hope things are working well. I hope you're not still out there shoveling snow. So Matt says, Lewis, in my opinion, the best way to overcome the feeling you have right now is to get a new puppy after some time. That is a way of thinking. People pushed me really hard to get another dog after Jingles died, but for my own personal reasons, I decided that I wasn't going to get another dog for a while, and I'm still in that mode. Hello A7C. This is a Sony A7C, and it's got a Sigma lens on it. So you know what that means? That means I need to have a Hershey's Kiss. That's what that means. I feel like I need a kiss. So I'm going to unwrap this, and you guys are just going to have to give me a moment. Mmm. 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 Ooh. There's a burst of chocolate in my mouth. I know racial tensions are very high. But back in the 90s, my nephew, I don't think was older than 4 years old, 5 years old. And we had a very popular cafeteria style food. You get your tray and you go through the line. I don't remember the name of it. Saying something. Anyway, I'm short. I'm 5'4". I'm a small guy. So I have my nephew's hand, and I'm taking him through the line of the cafeteria. And a nice family came behind us, black, tall. I'm sucking on the Hershey's Kiss. Absolutely stunning, flawless, gorgeous skin. So I'm holding my nephew and he's twisting his hand at his neck, looking at the tall black guy. So he's looking at him and he's looking at him and he's looking at him, and I turned to look and I could see the guy had to be getting uncomfortable. If a kid was standing there staring at me, you know. So my nephew says to him, "Are you made out of chocolate?" Oh my God, I thought if this guy is like aggressive, here I am, I'm gonna die right here. He just cracked up laughing. And he said, "Yes, I am." I love the answer. But I brought in the fact that his skin was flawless. He looked, the skin was flawless, okay? And my nephew out of the mouths of children. But boy, if I could hide in a hole, I would have hidden in a hole. But the man was very gracious, very kind. His wife cracked up laughing. And I said, "Okay, let's go. Come on, let's go." I started. Face forward. Do not turn around. And then the guy actually said to me, "It's okay, man. It's okay." And I have to give him credit for that, because of that one little sentence, I remember him to this very day. "It's okay, man. It's okay." You know, he's a kid. That type of a comment. And I said, "Boy, I'd like to have that guy as a friend." So, Mr. Camera Junkie is saying hello to Anthony of Welcome to the Joneses channel. And to Scott Rogers. "Randy, I was upset when the coyotes kept attacking my dogs. Oh! Ran one down to get even. Long story short, he was playing dead and I have a broken fog light. The coyotes were attacking your dogs? Woo! I hope you got a shotgun or a BB gun or something." Oh, Scott put a picture of my green ceramic tree up. Oh, now you can see it. What was it, Phil? Or was it Jeff? This is the green ceramic tree. It doesn't go around, and it actually, oh, so the camera changes. I'm on a rotating camera system tonight. Makes it look like I'm really, really active. I haven't touched nothing, honey. I haven't touched anything. It's weird, but when you're looking at yourself on the computer monitor, because if I want to do this, okay, if that's what I want to do, it looks like I need to do this. So I have to remember to turn things backwards. So to get my hand up there, see how I have it facing at me? But I really want to show the 42 seconds. So I've got to turn my hand around, and my hand won't even go that way, to show you the timer. See how hard it is to get it up there? So I look like I'm discombobulated or something. So Woody is talking to David. Go to the old town part of Ashland, and you will see why it's the center of the universe. Check the library. Now you got me curious. I bet you there's pictures online. David says, we'll have to check it out. Rob, my favorite Rob. Hi, Rob. How you doing? Happy New Year. I was hoping you were going to be on last Saturday. I wanted you to call. I've talked to Rob a couple of times. Where did he go? Was it something I said? No, come back, Rob, come back. Now, when it changes cameras, you can see how many seconds there are. It also removes the comment across the bottom, and I have to put it back on. So, hi, Rob. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I love you. I love your brother. I've never met him. I hope you guys are watching together, but Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to your brother and to your whole family. And I don't think I've talked to you yet this year, so I just want to celebrate you for a second because you've been with me for so long, and I just appreciate you so much. So I'm not just going to go like, hey, Rob, how you doing? Hell no. I want to say, how you doing? What are you doing? Who are you doing it with? How long have you been doing? And how's everything coming out? So I know you watch and you go over to your brother's house, who does have children. And I'm grateful. And I have great respect because I love it when I see brothers that are best buddies and friends. So Rob and his brother are like best friends. They're not just brothers. I mean, they're tight together. So I have a high respect for that. And that's why I just want to make a big deal out of his brother, even though I don't know his name. Maybe I'll make him chuckle. So a chuckle is worth a nickel, right? No. Anyway, so thanks for coming in, Rob. Stay. Don't go nowhere. So that's my buddy Rob. This is Lewis. He's saying hi to Rob. And Woody is going hi to Phil. Glad you made it in. Oh, Woody, you brought Phil in? Woody brings a lot of people in here. I think Woody gets the award for bringing the most people in. Woody, you're awesome, Woody. People just think you're sitting here nice and quiet and that your wife is the center of attention because she's so pretty. She's got that beautiful hair light. But really, in essence, it's Woody. Woody makes the world go round. So thank you, Woody, for bringing more and more people in here. So Rob says, Mr. Camera Junkie, ready for prime time for something. He's ready for prime time also, maybe, too. He's going, Rob, I got the message. Ooh, we have secret messages. Norm and I have secret messages. We go back and forth. We communicate mentally. Okay, so I'm telling Norm, what kind of camera do you got there, Norm? What kind of camera is in there? And Norm is saying, Peter, I can't tell you. You know what I got to watch today, Norm? I got to watch, I think it was called Extreme RVs. And guess what? I thought about you when I was watching it. They were pretty cool. Norm says, Holy Mother of Pearl, Peter. Oh, we're doing alliteration now? Pearl. That wake-up horn just knocked me right off the couch. Damn near broke little Norm. Well, don't sleep on your face. Sleep on your back. Then you will fall on your butt. And you won't break little Norm. Joey. Here's Joey. Joey's the teacher. I always love it when Joey's here. I like it better when I put him on the screen. And he's got M&Ms up there for me, see? Can you talk about your key and your hair light? Yes, the key light lights up my face and my hair light lights up my hair. I tried it in reverse once where I made the hair light light up my face but the key light lighting up my hair, but I got confused. So I was over it earlier tonight. I have two mints in one soft boxes aiming straight back to the wall, not at me, okay? They basically provide a flat lighting for my face. Then I have a hair light right above at the ceiling, but go back, 2 feet, maybe 2.5 feet. And it's on the ceiling and it's facing, which camera should I be talking to? It's, I just got ready to go that one. It's facing straight down. So see how I can put like a little shadow over it? See how my hand is like behind my head? Okay, so that is for the desk. So what I did is I got really, really smart, and I said, this hair light can also be a main light when I move my body back there into the room. So if I move back one segment, it's kind of like a second stage. This is the first stage, okay? Then that becomes the main light, and I got a hair light over, see the chair? See how there's like a little bit of shadow on that chair? Like the light is right above it, okay? Well, the light is right above it. That's why there's a shadow there. So if I go back there, I get a hair light again. Oh, I get a hair light while I'm back here, and I get a face light from here. So I have like 2 lighting setups in the same room. Who would have thought? So now if you're in like like today, I had to talk over with a guy how to make a studio setup in his bedroom. He wanted it to look, okay, so I should be over there. Okay, so that camera is aiming more towards this section. But I'm going to take a rest. So you guys are just going to have to see maybe a little bit of me. So I'm 2/3 now. I'm a 2/3 in the bottom left. So basically, people build up walls in their minds. And it's part of the job, so to speak, to tear down those walls. All right, so what you need is a background. I'm not at your house. I'm not in your bedroom or your dining room, so I don't know what's available, but usually there's a wall in the house somewhere. So you pick the best wall, and then from there you start building your set. So you don't want to be like from this camera, I don't want to place myself right in front of the tree if I want a blurred background. Okay, so if I brought the camera up here, the tree and me would be in focus. And I don't want that. So I have it set up so this is the main light. So I would actually get a little bit of a diffused background, but the camera is on the other side of the room now. This is the second stage right here with its own lighting. But if I come up to the first stage, okay, when I say stage, it's like a theater stage, all right? Now I have the camera close to me, and the background is far, far away. Far, far, bye-bye, baby, okay? And now the background is blurred, and my lighting is set up. So we went through that, and the gentleman has a GH3 Panasonic camera, which is excellent. I have the GH4 here. I haven't even used it tonight. Where are you, GH4? I have the GH4 so that I can, I can tell you I wash my hands. I wash my hands. Okay, so I have the GH4, and I also have a quad scene set up where I have all the front cameras on. So these are all the 4K cameras. They're not going to sync up. You notice how it's kind of a little bit overloaded at the moment? Okay, so, but this is all from the same stage 1. All right, so this is the first stage. So I could look in that camera. So the top left hand that you're seeing is the Sony a7S III. Okay, so when I look this way, the one next to it, your top right, has got a defocused background. It's right in front of me. It's about the same view as the one to the left, so that has to be the Nikon 50mm 1.4. So this one here, the top left, okay, that I'm pointing to right now, that one is a 50mm 1.4 set to 1.4, and means that the top right also has to be the 50mm 1.4. So that's on a Nikon body. All right, so underneath the top left, what's the one right here? I can't point to it. Okay, that would be a close-up. So that would be the 56mm 1.4 lens that's on the A7C. So I can identify these because I know what they're doing. Now, some of you have been in here for a while, and you can recognize them yourself. Okay, so that underneath, or the bottom right, would be the ZV-1. And why? Because it has the least depth of, the most depth of field. In other words, the tree is almost in focus, and so am I. Okay, so top left is the Sony. Hello, Sony A7S Mark III. Next one to the right is the Z6 from Nikon. Then back over to the left and at the bottom, that's the A7C Mark C. That should piss off somebody. Okay, and then the bottom right is the ZV-1. So I have that as a scene, and I have that marked off as my quad scene. All right, so now if I go back over here, all right, so now we're red in the upper right-hand corner. So that means these cameras are not going to rotate anymore. It's going to stay there until I move it over to another camera. So I can move it over to the Z6, and I can stay like that. Okay, so I talked, Joey, I talked about the lighting and a little bit about the cameras. So there's main lights, hair light. Go back one stage or one set, and main light, hair light. There you go. Rob, something gets cutting off. I hope it's not tonight. Uh-oh. Better not be cutting off tonight. So, Norm says, I have driven through Ashland, Virginia several times. Very scenic region of the country. Nice people in the area. Great campgrounds. So am I guessing you went there with an RV? Oh, I started to tell you. I saw that show, Extreme RV, and some of those are really extreme. They got a whole show about them, and it made me think about you. Okay, so that closes that story out. So I thought about you, Norm. Turns the light on in the bathroom when I wake up in the middle of the night. I don't know what turns the light on, but there's I think 2 or 3 rooms in this house where I have it motion sensor. So, but not all. I wish they were all motion sensors. And I put them in to make sure that the light goes off because I forget the light. And back then I was using tungsten lighting, which 60 watts was 60 watts of power. So now I think all the lights in my house, I must have missed something, are all LEDs. So we're saving money, baby. We are saving money. So Lewis says, I will definitely be posting on the Facebook group. Thank you. Thank you. Norm says, Jeff B, try using a softbox and a soft tar filter. You could also try a smudge of Vaseline on a clear filter to soften the skin tones. Minolta used to make portraiture filters that soften skin. I got it out. I'm proud of the mouth. I had a set of those filters, loaned them to someone, and never got them back. Been trying to find another set for, maybe 35 years. Norm says, did anybody spot the Windex bottle on the piano? No. We haven't played the Windex game in a long time. Gonna have to think about that one. That Windex bottle is learning to play the piano. Slow learner though, been there for 2 weeks. I think it's been there longer than 2 weeks, Randy. It went there when I got that light. Isn't that cool? Went the wrong way again. So Randy is giving it a thumbs up. Eyes up. Eyes up. Eyes up. There ain't nothing down there but a... Can't say the word here. So eyes up here. Norm, how did you change cameras from the story chair? I don't ever recall seeing that magic trick. Is Dancing Santa switching the cameras for you? Randy, not Randy. Norm says, Peter, you need reindeer balls. Large, but the dimensions are appropriate for an animal of that size. I'll look it up on Amazon and see if they got that. Joey says, what f-stop? Joey. Pay attention. I'm showing you the lens. and the f-stop in the upper right-hand corner. So they're all as wide as they'll go. They're all as wide as they'll go, except one. And that would be the hand camera, which I have it, I think, at f2 or 2.2. Maybe it says. Yep, I have a 75 millimeter on here, and it's a 75 millimeter 1.8 lens, but it's set to 2.0. See the upper right-hand corner, Joey? I'm telling you the lens and the setting of the lens. Norm says Swedish match makes lighters, cigars, snuff, and stuff. So it was the blatantly obvious thing. Golly gee whiz, Batman. And then Woody says Swedish matches does sell matches, but not in the USA. Look it up for those that want to know. You may be surprised. Charcoal? We'll have to look it up. Mario says you have to watch the Nana Mammy Family show. It's an oldie. Okay, I'll look on TV Land and see if I can find it. So Woody says you beat me to it, except for one problem. I didn't click. Norm, you beat me to it. But there was somebody that said something and I didn't answer it. I know it was Norm. This one. Okay, I didn't answer you on this one, Norm. How do you change camera? How do the cameras change? I don't get it. How do the cameras change? And you don't touch nothing. Nothing, like the cereal. Nothing, honey. Okay, the cameras change. Okay, so I'll explain this for the people that are here now. See, this is red. Nikon Z6 is in red. And if I go to this camera, it's in red. If I go here, it's in red. If I go here, it's in red. But watch, Norm, upper right-hand corner. It's in black. Okay, when it's in black, it's got an automatic timer on it. And I did put it up above the name of the camera, but I didn't make it big enough so I can actually see it. So I know it's counting down, but I can't read how many seconds I actually have left. Okay, but when it's black, I know I have a folder, and I have a whole bunch of scenes in that folder, and all of those cameras are going to revolve all by themselves. And the time for each camera is different, okay? And I have the number up there so that I supposedly could tell when it's about to change, so I can look a little bit professional, and I can, let's see, when the next one's going to come up is the A7C, okay? So I think I see 4 seconds. So I can go over to the A7C, and look at that, it looks so professional, and I didn't touch nothing. Okay, and now you could see that this one looks a little bigger because I could see, or maybe it's got a darker background, it's got 9 seconds left. So that's how the cameras are changing. And end of story. I wanted to explain that. Explain. Woody, you beat me to it. Norm says, Woody, did you catch Becky's birthday party this morning? Oh, it was Becky's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you, Becky? How old are you now? Okay, now you guys have something to talk about with Becky. So Woody says, Norm, I missed it. Shucks. Was it any good? Tom says, I have added my moderator position to the top of my resume. Is your name checked? Do you have a wrench? Because you should. I mean, you know how things go on YouTube. So if you've got a moderator wrench, then I guess if somebody says something bad, I'm going to have 100 of you just dive in on the poor guy. He's going to go, what the hell happened here? So Norm says, cool, I'm a wrench. I'm a wrench, you a wrench, you. Wouldn't you like to be a wrench too? You can count on me to keep an eye on the nuts. I'm not sure which nuts, but thank you very much. Kurt47 says, sounds like a good set of rules. I didn't even think I needed rules, but I figured, hey, I'll make it sound official, right? How you doing, Kurt? Happy New Year, buddy. Nice to see you in here. You don't come in too often, but I happy when I see you here. I is happy. My eye itched. Sorry. Okay, Matt says, bye, Peter. I hope 2021 will be brighter than last year. God bless. Am I dying? Wait. I don't feel my pulse. There's got to be a pulse there. Matt's saying bye. I'm leaving. I must be leaving. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bye, Matt. Have a good evening. Thank you for coming in. I love you. Thank you for being here for all the times that you have come in. I was going to thank PeterGregg Live at the end for my wrench. A wrench. I guess it is a wrench. It looked like a blue or a green thing. Peter, you're 5'4". Honestly, I thought you were well over 6 feet. When I'm on the ladder, I can go even higher than 6 feet. Even 7 feet. The ladders. Well, I don't really like heights either. Maybe that's why I'm so short. God knew that I wouldn't like heights. So when he started growing me, okay, we'll stop you right there. You don't like heights? Fine. Okay. Well, it just made it easy to hit the mark when I went, boom. You know, when we got into fights and stuff, I didn't have to get whatever. So, yep, 5'4" on a good day. Where are you, Tom? You must have switched scenes. Yeah, I'm a cutie but shorty. So, but only my height is short. We get dirty in here and never actually get dirty. It's amazing. Lewis is laughing. Cody, haha, that was beautiful. Cody Bettengill, I've seen you in here before. I was going to say, I haven't seen you in here before. But when I saw Pettengill, I think I have seen you in here before. So welcome, Happy New Year. Thank you for being in here. I love you. I love everybody in here. We're like a happy family. So here's Sly. Oh my God, Sly, I haven't talked to you this week. Okay. I get to take a break and vocalize. Happy birthday to you, Sly. Happy birthday to you, Sly. I know it's not your birthday, but I'm so excited to see you. Happy birthday to you, Sly. Happy New Year to you, Sly. Happy New Year to you, Sly. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Sly. Sly's the girl that joins us late at night. She goes to work and she comes home and puts a chicken pot pie in the stove or oven. And then she comes and says hello to her family. She cares a lot for us and me. Okay, Sly, there's a song for you. The sweetest Sly in the whole wide world. So thanks for coming in. I did miss you for the last couple of weeks. I haven't seen you. So Mr. Camera Junkie is saying hello to Sly. Ooh, Sly, you're making a little commotion in here. Lewis is saying hello to Sly. And oh, Sly is playing back. Look. Sly is going, hi, Mr. Camera Junkie. I'm having withdrawals, not getting to see you every night. You go and you see Lewis every night? I'm so sorry to hear about Coco to Lewis. So thank you, Sly. That's sweet of you. I know you're a sweetheart. So Norm is saying it's a Nicanosonic. You're getting me to talk your language little by little, Norm. I missed everybody, also Sly Reader, but tomorrow I'll be back. I'll be back at it. So Norm says, Woody, Becky was all alone today until Gray brought her a can of cookies on a musical turntable. Very cool. We talked about photo projects during the lockdown. Good live stream. Catch the rerun. Okay. We've got Mario. Hi, Norm. I would love an category RV. Just that. Oh, it's an RV. We switched from cameras to RVs here. Yes, we did. Hello. How are you doing? This is the Sony A7C. This is the Nikon Z6. No, it's not. It's the Sony ZV-1. Now the Sony ZV-1's got a remote, so I can move this, but if I do, it's going to switch cameras and I won't be able to fix it. So maybe next time around I'll play with the remote. So Norm. Oh, Norm is going to explain something to me. When God turns on the bathroom light in the middle of the night, it probably means you are peeing in the refrigerator. That's very good. That means that there is a little man that lives inside the refrigerator. And that's the guy that turns the light on and off all the time. Okay, so that's like the biggest debate. Is there a little man inside our refrigerator? Does he live in there? And he goes over and runs over to the freezer when you open the freezer? I don't understand how he opens the freezer light and the refrigerator light at the same time. He must have a very big, what do they call it when you have the arm reach from left to right? It's got a name and I just can't remember what it is. Thank you, Sly. I'm happy she was able to go and not be in any more pain. I lost Lewis's comment. Even if it means she has to go, it was the best day ever for her, then the worst day for you, but you're grateful. Thank you, Lewis. You're handling this like a champ, Lewis. I'm proud of you, buddy. Randy says, Sly, Happy New Year. Lewis is putting more helpful videos out. So Peter on Fridays, Lewis on Saturdays, and Sly's going to start on Monday. The real Raymond will be on Tuesday. We're going to take over YouTube. That's it. What have I done? What have I done? So Sly is laughing. She's chuckling. Randy, that's a fabulous idea. I just don't know how to make it happen. Maybe Peter should offer a class on live streaming. I've taught it so many times. Pay attention, Sly. Pay attention. You put your left foot in, you take your left foot out, you put your left foot in and you shake it all around. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what live streaming is all about. Once more, you put your right foot in, you take your right foot out, you put your right foot in and you shake it all about. You do that hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what live streaming's all about. Once more, no. I'll be glad to teach you. We can even hook up on the phone and I'll walk you through it if you need it, okay? You know something? I did that for somebody today and I got an idea. I'm going to make how to turn your bedroom into a studio video on the big channel. And I'm going to take it people from A to Z or A to W. X? Now let's go all the way to Z. Oh my gosh, Andre, I haven't seen you in so long, buddy. I miss you, big guy. Happy New Year. How are things in Romania? How are you feeling? What are you doing? How's your cameras going? How's your health? Anything going on? I love you. I miss seeing you and chit-chatting with you. I'm excited to see you here. It's the first time that you're in for this year. Yay! It's the first time that Andre's in for this year. So good to see you, Andre. That's cool. That is so, so cool. So Norm, Mario, he's talking to Mario. Check out some of the RV videos at the RV Lifestyles Magazine YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm going to have to go there. Wingspan, long arms. Is it really called wingspan? From like the tip of this finger to the tip of this finger? I know, wrong hand. On the airplane, it is a wingspan. You're right. You're right. I didn't know if it was actually there. Rob, have you been to the P.O. box in the last month and a half? No, you know something? I went to go there twice, and the parking lot was blocked off, and I'm going like, what the heck? So, and then I got into Christmas. So I know you sent me a Christmas card. I'm pretty sure it would have made it. But when it goes, I will send you an email out of courtesy to say thank you, because it would only be proper. So Randy says, laugh out loud, all capital letters. So there we go, guys. We have reached the end. Everybody said hello. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. We give our love to Louis, as he's in pain right now because of the loss of his dog, Coco. And we give our love to each other because we are a nice group. I do pray for you guys every night. I'm not BSing you. I honestly, honest to God, honest Injun, I pray for you guys every single night. And you know what? I ask those of you that are praying folks, if you got like a prayer bones in your body, then pray for me too. I would appreciate it. And I'm not joking about that either. I appreciate it. So we are going to say goodnight now. We've reached the end. We've done 2 hours. We've actually done 2 hours and 16 minutes. Wow. I would actually have had to get off 10 minutes ago so I could pass it over to Louis, but he's not on tonight. He's on tomorrow night. So Andre says, I'm good and everything is A-okay, and he sends his love. After the live stream, take a look at the new issue at photonews.ca. Photonews.ca. Leo, how you doing over there in Germany? I want to say Happy New Year to you. How are things going in Germany? What's the hour over there? I think it's like, what is it? It's got to be early morning for you guys. Okay, because it's midnight here plus 10 minutes. So that's it. We have done our 2 hours, a 1 hour show that went 2 hours. Sometimes it goes 5 hours. We had one that went 7.5 hours. Can you believe it? All right, so what am I going to do now? I will be packing up the Apple Silicon M1 Mac Mini. I already have the return ticket, and I'm going to get the one with the 16 gigabytes of RAM instead of this one with the 8. It's got the 8 in there. I don't think I'm going to go for the higher hard drive because I don't do anything on this. Is basically a streaming and recording computer. I can put my software in there, but since I wasn't going to keep it, I didn't bother going and loading everything up. So, love everybody. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, a Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Leo says, I'm still waiting for my 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro. Still hasn't gotten there? Well, yeah, if you go to order it today and you change anything, it like pushes it ahead a month or longer. Okay, so I think probably for the next couple of weeks, either I'm going to be using the Randall Tower and I won't be putting the like the red things, the comments there. You guys can read them over to the right, and I'll read them off the screen because the Randall Tower cannot put the comments down there. So I'll say, Norm says, thanks for another great evening in the Christmas room. Have a wonderful week. Randy says, bye everybody. See, I'm not putting them up there. So that's how the Randall Tower would work. Okay. Or I will take my old 2017 iMac and put it over there, because it's over there on a desk. It'll just have a little more jitters, where this guy is pretty solid. I don't get a lot of stuttering and stuff like that on this computer, which is the strength of this computer. Or I can switch on the 2017 to 1080 60p instead of 4K. I just get a little tickle when I know that I'm streaming in 4K. You know, it's just something special about it. And there's no stress on anything. I've got the AT&T 1000 up, 1000 down. So this is running at a high quality, about 15.5 to 16,000 throughput, whatever that setting is. And I'm running all the cameras at 4K. I'm running the computer at 4K. I'm running the eCam at 4K. and it's still, it cuts through it very easily. Okay, I think I explained myself now. All right, I'm going to say good night. Anybody that's watching that has not subscribed, I'm asking, please subscribe. Thank you, everybody. I got 23 thumbs up. That's awesome. There's 19 people in here, and there's 23 thumbs up. How did that happen? All right. Goodbye, guys. Good night, Sly. I see you. She says, good night, everyone. Have a great week. Norm is giving me the Spock. Mr. Camera Junkie is saying bye. PeterGregg Live. Don't forget to watch Mr. Camera Junkie tomorrow night at 11:55. Remember when the speed limit used to be 55? So 11:55 tomorrow night, East Coast time, is Mr. Camera Junkie. Real Raymond had put up a video. Tom Buck has put up a video. So go watch their channels. Whoever else, Mr. Camera Junkie, of course, is live. Who else has put up any videos? We got to get more of you guys involved. It's like there's so much talent out there. You're just sitting there on your duff. Where's Mark tonight? Woody says, good night, Norm. The wrench is like Mr. Good Wrench. That's a good way for me to remember it, Woody. Thank you. Now I can remember if it's a wrench or a hammer. So that should do it. I love you guys. I'm going to say good night. Good night. Bye-bye.